Kevin, a very enjoyable evening here at the Broadfield Stadium. How would you assess your side's performance?
Yeah, it was a really enjoyable evening. I think the players really liked playing here under the lights on a night game. I think they were a fantastic performance from the players tonight. I think first half was excellent. I think we should have gone 2-0 up into the break. I thought there was energy, there was enthusiasm, there was quality in possession. Our out of possession shape was first class. League One side didn't really open us up in the first half. So, and really we had, square pegs in round holes today, if you like. We had loads of injuries, which everyone knows about. We're not going to complain and moan. The players that come in need to deliver a performance, and they've done that tonight. I'm so proud of some of the young boys that came into the side today. Some of their first starts for Crawley. Really inexperienced, but showed a real level of composure and quality in and out of possession. So I'm delighted with the group tonight and the depth of players we've got in the squad.
Yeah, plenty of changes made by yourself tonight, but you said to me yesterday before the match, this is a chance for some of these lads to show you why they are at first team level and why they could potentially be starting in games in the future, and I think a lot of them did that tonight, didn't they?
Of course, it's massive for the club. We want to develop players. We want to play in a certain style, we want to entertain the crowd, we want to score more goals, but it's important that players developing individually. I think Teddy Jenks tonight in midfield was amazing first 45 minutes. I'm really unlucky to pick up a bad injury. Tilly in his favoured position was outstanding all game, in and out of possession. Saeed played on the right hand side was electric 1v1, and Marshy really experienced play from him tonight. And I just thought the front two as well, David and Dom were a nuisance for the back line, and a real solid display. And the young goalkeeper that played tonight, David, a really composed performance from him. Again, a good reason why we brought him to the club, to give us real competition for places. So again, I could go for every single player that played today. Really pleased with everyone's performance. The up front started Piggott. There's some really experienced players. Rico Hackett-Fairchild's really experienced player, really talented boy. Midfield players were experienced. Jacobs, how many league games has he played? Look at the comparisons of the team and the lineup today. We had a load of kids playing for us tonight. So let's be fair to the selection.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. It's so impressive. You got the likes of Raf Khaleel under immense pressure to score that last penalty, and looked so cool, calm, and collected, didn't he?
We trust the young players. We trust them to come on, and we give them opportunity, and that's important that they feel that we have care and love for them, and it's up to them to go and play and produce their talents, and they've done that tonight.
Yeah, they have done, and obviously you can't always attract the biggest crowds at these type of games, but I think the people that were here will appreciate the fact that we had lots of young players who performed really well this evening.
Like the biggest crowds tonight, we've got 2,500 in the stadium. So again, look at the factual information that we've got tonight. There's 2,500 tonight on a Papa John's game. Yeah. What was the Papa John's game?
A lot lower.
Yeah, so let's pay tremendous due to the supporters that have turned out tonight, both home and away supporters. Amazing. I never expected 2,500 for a Papa John's game. So real credit to the supporters tonight. I thought their energy and enthusiasm was fantastic, and again, we couldn't have got over the line without them.
Yeah, and I suppose what's most pleasing about the performance is the fact that the lads just kept going right until the 90th minute.
If you look at the game, they didn't really create many opportunities, even in the second half. The goal was against run of play. It's never been a corner. It's given a corner, and we haven't defended a set play, which is disappointing. Need to do a lot more work on our defensive set plays, and we will get better at that. And then the second goal was just a bit of quality from a real top player. That boy is going to play for Tottenham, no doubt about it. I've worked with him before with England. I know his quality, and you give him an inch in around the box, he'll bury you, and that's what he took his chance. But the resilience and the character from the group to keep going and try and find a way to get an equaliser was outstanding, and the way they took their penalties, first class.
The trip to Salford awaits perhaps a bit of a headache for you in terms of selection tonight after some great performances.
That's what you want. You want the players to come in and have a really good performance. Want to keep the momentum. That's 3 games unbeaten. 2 wins in 3 games. So let's look on to the Salford game with full of energy, and we've got some players that have give me a real selection problems now for Saturday, and that's what we want within the squad, and that's why we want depth in strength in depth throughout this football club.
Thank you, Kevin.
Pleasure.
Raf, a very enjoyable evening here at the Broadfield Stadium. A great moment for you scoring the winning penalty. How would you assess Crawley's performance?
Well, from the start, the lads showed good intensity in our play. Obviously, they worked on it very hard. And it paid off. Got the deserved penalty at the end, and I'm glad to get the winning penalty.
Yeah, you were introduced in the second half. You look really comfortable out there. Obviously, you haven't had your fair share of chances since you've joined the club, but it must feel great to get out there in front of the fans and perform like that.
100%. Obviously, I got to keep earning the right to be able to play on this pitch, which me and the coaching staff work on a lot. But yeah, nevertheless, I'm delighted to get out there and score the winning penalty.
Yeah, you had a good pre-season, didn't you? I think you impressed a lot of the fans. A lot of people commented on, your improved performances from last year, and I suppose it just must feel great as a player to get out there and show your worth this evening against a very, very strong League One side.
Yeah, well, I ain't got the most experience, so I'm a player that I need confidence to play. So I feel like pre-season was good. I did have a good pre-season, and I'm glad to know that some of the fans are impressed with my work.
Yeah, and obviously confidence is something that you need when you're stepping up in sudden death penalties. You've just seen they've missed. What's running through your mind as you're walking up to take the penalty?
Well, from the fifth penalty, I said to Manny, imagine I have to take. So it was a bit cliche, but I knew from the start I ain't got time to be nervous. So I just went with my gut, and luckily it went in.
Yeah, luckily it went in. Obviously, a great evening here, 2 points. As I said, that's a really strong Portsmouth team. We just spoke to the gaffer. Yes, they may have made 10 changes, but there's some international players in there. There's some, in Scarlett who scored their second goal. Tottenham youth, a lot of players that are your age but really experienced. It must have been good for you to have your individual battles with them as well.
Yeah, it was a tough opponent. I didn't get the most minutes, but I can tell from the way the lads were sweating, and every game's tough, whether it's EFL Cup, Carabao or League. So yeah, it was good to get out there and show a little bit of what I can do.
Yeah, we've implemented our B team this year, which we've only played one game so far, but it's given you a little bit of time with Lewis Young, individual coaching. How have you found it so far this season?
Lewis and, to be fair, all the coaching staff have been excellent. Just developing every day, understanding the game more. We got a very good style of play, which I think suits me. So every day I'm just learning from the lads who are in my position, who are ahead of me, and just learning by the day and just see how things go really.
Yeah, and obviously coming on today, you speak of that experience. It's great for you to be alongside the likes of Jack Power, isn't it? Who's played, almost every minute this season, and you're going to learn some really valuable experience in these games, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%. The lads, some of the lads are very experienced, and as a young 19-year-old, that's what I need. I need to be learning from people who have already done it. So yeah, shout out to all the players.
Yeah, we've just got to look ahead now, don't we? A game against Salford at the weekend. I think a lot of the lads, including yourself, have given the gaffer, reason to think, maybe that he can bring you guys along to the games. And it's such a balanced squad we've got, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, like I said, I haven't done anything yet. I've still got a lot to work on, but hopefully, anytime I do get to touch the pitch, I can show what I can do, and hopefully get in the squads and show what I can do.
Thank you, Raf.
Cheers.